Do you have a favorite trick?
The fact that it cannot be answered because of the dimensions that are woven into each trick, because of its innovation, the person who did it, the circumstances, where, how it integrated with terrain. The fact that I cannot answer it speaks to the beauty of skateboarding itself. So no, I say pridefully, I don't have a favorite trick, because how could I possibly pick them?
Skating. I quit.
Look what you just had to go through.
It was like, just someone get this f***ing trick done.
18 years later, you're still the only person to land a flip trick down El Toro.
It's somehow all aligned. My whole career took off, and I had no idea that it would do that. I was just skating. For me, that was a game changer.
Is everything you wanted, and we're hoping it would be when you rolled away?
That was that moment that was like, we're done the battle.
What up, buddy? Chilling. Ready to die.
I think they were nervous for me. I think at the end of the day, they just didn't want to see someone get hurt. So measuring tape says about 14 feet. You got to think with the pop, clearing the fence, had to be about 15 feet. Most famous kickflip ever done. Dave Paczynski.
I'm surprised no one else has really tried to conquer a flip trick.
Oh, they've tried.
Actually, yeah, that is true.
We were at El Toro High School. Tony Stair, really famous. Not much more I can say about that.
Don't still to this day know what happened. He landed it and he was rolling away and then he just pivoted. And I was like, what? What? Wait, whoa, whoa.
It's probably Joslin's tray flip is the biggest, and then longest could be Walmart.
Personally, it did feel like the biggest thing I'd ever tray flip.
As far as famous goes,
Most famous landed 360 flip or not landed 360 flip? You got out of that one? Good to see you, always.
we're going to talk about two specific tray flips. The most famous 360 kickflip ever done. Is that the trick that you're most known for that enters the room before you do?
I would think so, yes. We got the squad here getting involved. We're gonna tray flip over some people now.
I am Aaron Jaws Homoki, and welcome to my house. We are gonna go and try to do a melon 100 different ways. Can I try it one more? This guy.
Videotape it, I don't care.
All right, I'm leaving.
You know, all you're doing is bullshit in your mouth. Now get out of here.
So I have another 15 stair.
The trick I had was the Rowley dark slide, but my actual special trick was a tooth grab sweeper. Go and try it, it's nasty. Go and do a sweeper, grab the board, put it in your teeth like a sandwich, take your hands away with the board still in your mouth, and then throw the board back in the transition. It is nasty, I've never done it. But I have tried it. You can hear all crunching in your teeth and everything.
Now let's try our luck on the ledge. Now that Torey's here and he's all set up, he's gonna be taking over from this point.
Trying to find people who used to skate. Spider-Man, you skate?
Tony Hawk! Tony Hawk! Check my toolbox!
Are you Tony Hawk?
My cousin.
Your cousin Tony?
Yeah.
So you must be Mike.
Mike, yeah. Nice
Mike
to meet you.
Hawk.
Mike Hawk.
Good to meet you, man. It's Tony's cousin, Mike.
Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk.
I am actually. We're doing this. We filmed this segment. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Are you really?
I really am. Yeah.
I have a nephew. He thinks you're the greatest.
Oh,
But seriously, you used to skate, right?
there's not a more perfect person to do this episode. I am the avatar. The way he skates makes skating look so fun. I never, in a million years, I never would have thought that.
I used to skate. Here. I still skate. I do tray flips on the way to the beach. I do tray flips at the beach. Tray flip in the grocery store.
Pat Duffy's video part in Questionable, it split everyone down the middle. Half of the people that watched it were like, I'll never be able to do that. I'm gonna go do something else. Skateboarding's not for me. And the other half were like, all right, it's time to step it up.
That's so funny, man. Ben Schroeder one time told me, he was like, yeah, when your part came out, we all knew we were fucked.
The most important part for me was Pat Duffy Questionable. I couldn't even understand it. That's the only time that's ever happened to me in my life where I didn't understand what I was watching.
Had an ad by itself, and Pat wasn't even in the ad. And you looked at it and you went, somebody must have done that. That's how gnarly that 50-50 was. That's like vertical down, 20, 25 stirs. That was a game changer. 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead of everything.
My toughest competitors were on the deck cheering me on. What sport would you ever see that's like that? That's skateboarding.
You had the best dudes in the world who were lifting and encouraging and saying, go after it, go again, go again, go again, until he landed it in the unfeignable joy. This was the crisp resolution of what we have as a community that is unobtainable for any other sport.
A lot of people have asked me if I regret not being there for the 900.
That day I got back Smith, back 180, back tail shove, and back tail big spin out. Now, I don't know why the backside tailside big spin wasn't filmed.
At the end of the day, you know, I got to shoot one of my favorite photo sequences that I've ever shot because I got kicked out of the X Games.
Skateboarding has a cohesion to say, at least I belong. I have never experienced or seen any community that has such cohesion and meaning and connection, particularly in terms of integrating outsiders, whether you are blue-blooded and come from the highest families or from the streets. It unites people who don't otherwise fit together. I don't think that people realize the span of respect of the skateboarding community that can make society better.
What is the appeal of tricks that weren't landed? You know, skateboarding is about pushing your boundaries and limits. And there's nothing to be ashamed of when you don't get a trick. I mean, that is the epitome of skateboarding, is pushing boundaries. And if you're not failing, you're not trying. You're seeing guys really try to push themselves to their absolute capacity. They're chasing greatness.
Things that don't get landed could be like so monumental, almost more monumental than landing something, because everyone's like, damn, he tried it, you know, and that gets known, and then it's like, but why didn't he land it?
I would probably say that if they would have gotten landed, they almost would have gotten like forgotten about. Someone watches like Superman fail, maybe that scares some people away. Maybe that was like, oh, whoa, if Superman can't do that, we shouldn't even get nowhere close to it.
Back in your day, you'd probably give it like a pop shove or a kickflip. Not now, obviously, but like back in your day.
What the? Hold my beer. Still got this.
I don't know if he's done anything like this in a while. I think his legs are like beard out.
I'll show you I still skate.
Careful, Jordan.
I used to skate.